Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Let me get this off my back real quick. Got a little something I want to talk about here. Literally this is the Fox Products A.L.I.C.E pack. I'm sure a lot of y'all recognize what an A.L.I.C.E pack is, but I wanted to talk about this, do a little interlude from all our gun videos, gun oriented discussions, and discuss this because I mean clearly this is still a channel oriented towards the prepared person, prepared citizen, and as a prepared citizen you probably need something to carry. So I want to talk about this. I thought this would be kind of a neat little interlude and discuss this thing. Let's go ahead and jump in this video. So Fox Products. Fox Products, what are they? Who are they? Well, in today's modern tactical environment, most people probably has never heard of them. Fox Products has been around since I believe, the 50s. A lot of you guys might remember them from the old Ranger Joe's catalogs. You know, when y'all got those catalogs and there was a lot of MIL-SERP and a lot of reproduction gear. Fox Products used to import military surplus, and I think at some point they wanted to make their own gear. So this is a South Korean commercial made A.L.I.C.E pack. It's pretty cool. Growing up in the 90s, I thought that seeing the old movies, the old war movies, this was peak. You know, this having a A.L.I.C.E pack, especially in the Lord's camo, M81, was the peak thing to have. Now, we're not going to talk about durability of this versus an original mil-spec pack because two reasons. One, I don't have a mil-spec pack. Two, this is commercially made and I have no way to gauge the difference between the two, and it's also starting to rain, so we may take this party inside. Okay guys, sorry about that. We had to move this party indoors. Unfortunately, it is pouring rain, as you can probably hear in the background. So let's get back to this video. So as I was saying, before Cry Precision, before Mystery Ranch and 511 and all those cool names, there were some old cats on the block. Now some of you guys, some of you old cats yourselves are probably going to remember this. If y'all remember the Ranger Joe catalogs from the 90s, this may be a little old, pre-internet, so go with me. This is very historical knowledge here. Before the internet, we had Ranger Joe magazines that used to come in the mail, and in those Ranger Joe catalogs we had a lot of MIL-SERP, and of course we did have some commercial brands. I remember Blackhawk was they were the name on the block. They were who everybody wanted to be. But there was also other guys on there like Fox Products. Now, Fox Products is a company that is actually still going today. Now, you may see some of their gear at lower end places. We'll say lower end. They probably at like brick and mortar stores, flea markets, gun shows, things like that. It's where you're probably going to see their stuff. They're not the higher end flashy stuff. And one of the things that they produced was this reproduction A.L.I.C.E pack, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Now, we know this is reproduction for many reasons. One, it said made in South Korea. Two, to my knowledge, the A.L.I.C.E pack was never manufactured and issued to troops in M81 Woodload. God's plan. This thing is a reproduction. We do know this, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're just going to discuss this pack just solely as a reproduction that guys may want that classic look, you know, that golden era where, you know, I came from. I remember growing up in the 90s and all the cool guys wore, you know, the M81, you know, and of course everybody was issued A.L.I.C.E packs. This is a gold standard that has been around for, God, 60 years, I guess, somewhere in that range. So, looking at this, the A.L.I.C.E pack actually has, I would say, three main components that I would identify to you. We have the frame. We have the actual pack itself, which is removable from the frame. It's real simple. And then we have the shoulder straps and the kidney strap. Now, these three I would put as one component. frame is the second component, and then the third component is the actual pack. All three of those are easily removable. So if something was to happen, you can easily swap this out for a second frame if the frame pops. If the straps become worn or unserviceable, you can buy these. There's still reproductions being made today that if you want to get spare ones, you can get. The pack itself, there is still commercial brands out there being made of this. This pack has been around, like I said, for 60 years. There is a lot of aftermarket support for this pack. Now, why would you, as a consumer, why would you be interested in that? Well, for me, I'm interested in this is because this pack cost me a whole $100. I think it was. It may have been like after tax. I think it was like right at $100, and I may even be rounding that up because it was ungodly cheap. And obviously, I've always wanted one of these. I always thought this thing just had that look to it, that iconic look. Now, I have only carried up to about 60 pounds of weight in this pack, so I cannot speak on the weight capacity of how much it can actually carry. But I do know that I have actually used this camping. I've used it hiking, and I have also used this pack when I am doing rappelling. Now, let me just move this out of my way. This pack is actually quite comfortable. This is actually extremely comfortable pack. If I can remember where the straps are. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, unlike modern packs, the kidney part does not go all the way around, but that's not to say that that's a bad thing. It is just what it is. The straps here are actually quite serviceable, as you can see. The pack is quite, well, let me say it's quite comfortable. It's only probably got like 15, 20 pounds in it right now, so it's not a lot. So if you are looking for a pack, and let's face it, a $400, $500, what is it, Ertl stock? I can't say that word, but you know what I'm talking about. A $400 or $500 Ertl stock. Do y'all know which brand I'm talking about? Anyways, a $400 or $500 backpack may be out of most people's price range in today's economy. But an $80 to $100 pack may not be out of your price range. And what makes this one stand out from that is, as I said, if anything happens to, have any issues, whether it be the frame, whether it be the straps, you can replace that. You can swap it out. You can buy these frames for like 20 bucks a piece. Because they're so much aftermarket, and because these have been manufactured for so many years, ungodly amount of these are out there. Now, if you're looking for the original straps, you can find those, but there are manufacturers who do the modernized versions. I want to say this is maybe the modernized version, because you notice that the bottom part of the strap actually goes to the side. It actually curves over. Now, for me, like I said, this is just something I wanted for the fun of it. I do enjoy it. I am using this because, it is much cheaper, and if I mess anything up, I'm not really out of a lot of money, versus using the Marine Corps, this pack here I forgot the name of it, I'm sorry, I'll just put it in the comments. So, I really, really enjoy this thing. And also, and I forgot, if you do decide to get one of these, and this is just for your informational purposes only, if this is something that you find to be aligned with your mission or in line with your purpose, go look at somebody like Tactical Tailor. Now, Tactical Tailor is they're one of the old names out there. They've been around for a while. I can't remember where they're based out of, but Tactical Tailor actually makes upgrades for the A.L.I.C.E pack. Crazy. They're still making these upgrades today. You can buy modernized straps. You can buy the modernized kidney belt. The modernized kidney belt is a little on the pricey side. I won't lie about that. It's like $80 just for the kidney belt, but it is a more well-padded kidney belt that actually wraps around, as well as the straps. The straps, I want to say, are a little bit better than these, but I wore these the other day on a 8-mile hike with a elevation gain of 1,600 feet. That was pretty rough. And I was carrying right about, I don't know, I was carrying about 50 something pounds. We were doing a day hike, and I was carrying all the gear for me, my wife, my daughter, and so it was quite a little bit of stuff. But going down 1,600 feet, coming right back up another 1,600 feet, that's a lot of elevation gain. Descending and ascending, I guess. Packs like this are out there. If you are looking for something, you don't want to break, the bank, or if you already have a good pack, but you want something that can be used as a auxiliary or as a spare, or something that you can put somewhere else that you don't want to mess your good one up, this is a great pack to have. Now, I'm not going to tell you this is the end-all be-all. It's not. This is just a reproduction of a commercial pack. This is just a cool little thing that has a lot of great features at a fairly decent price. And if you do get one, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Like I said, this is an iconic thing. This is something I always wanted. So, I'm probably going to have it for a while. I like it. I think it looks cool. Is it the best? Not even close. I know there's better out there. This one right here is much better and more comfortable. That doesn't mean this one is not comfortable. It just means more. It's like comfortable or comfortable. Doesn't mean this is less comfortable. Doesn't mean this is uncomfortable. It just means comfortable. All right, guys. Thanks. I'll see y'all in the next video.